Hi there. Today our learning target is I can factor trinomials. So here is a quadratic trinomial because the highest exponent is 2. So a trinomial means that there are 3 terms, and we are going to be undoing distribution. So our final answer for these type of problems are going to be 2 sets of parentheses. Okay, so first of all, how we label quadratics is usually they're labeled ax squared plus bx plus c, where the coefficient in front of x squared, or the term in front of x squared, that's called a. So in this case, a is 1 because there's no number there, and the constant is called e. And that becomes important because step number 1, you want to multiply a times c together. So that is 1 times 27. Okay, step 2, we're going to play the x game that we were doing on Delta Math to find the 2 numbers that multiply to 27, but we want them to add to the middle term of negative 12. Okay, so now we're going to go and make our list. So 27 can be 1 times 27, 3 times 9, or don't forget your negatives. It could be negative 1 times negative 27, or negative 3 times negative 9. Then you analyze those to find the pair that would add to negative 12. It does not matter what order you write this pair in. Okay. So the third step is you're going to now split the middle term. Okay, what that means, here we go. So what that means is we are going to rewrite our expression up here. The x squared is going to stay exactly the same. The 27 is going to stay exactly the same. But we're going to split this negative 12 into these 2 numbers we just found. So because it's a negative 3, I'm going to write minus 3x and then minus 9x. So what we did is we just split that negative 12 into those 2 terms. And then the final step to factor by grouping, which we practiced last week, so hopefully it's no big deal by now. So we're going to take our first pair and factor out the greatest common factor, which is x, and then we get x minus 3. And then we're going to take our second pair and factor out our greatest common factor. Don't get the negative comes down. It is silly, Mrs. McCallum, it's not negative 3. It is negative 9 because 9 times 3 is 27. So we're left with x minus 3. Be careful with your negative sign. A negative times a negative will turn to a positive. All right, our final answer is x minus 3 times x minus 9. And one cool thing is you can always distribute back to check your answer. So if I wanted to check my answer, I would take my x minus 3 times my x minus 9, and I would just do my distribution. X times x is x squared. X times negative 9 is negative 9x. Negative 3x plus 27. Combine my like terms, and do we get the original problem we just did? Yes, we did. So check we did it correctly. Good job. Let's do one more. Okay, so let's do, for this example, let's do 2x squared minus x minus 3. Okay, so start step 1, a times c. So my a is 2 and my c is negative 3. Step 2, play our x game. You want to multiply to that negative 6 that we found, and you want to add to the term in the middle, and in that case it is a negative 1. Okay, so I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make my list. So we have negative 1 times 6, 1 times negative 6. We have 2 times negative 2 times 3, and 2 times negative 3. And we want to add to a negative 1. So here is our winner. So we're going to put 2 and a negative 3. Okay, our next step is we're going to split the middle term by rewriting the 2x squared, rewriting your negative 3. Those just stay the same. But this middle term is going to turn into a positive 2x and a minus 3x. Now we're going to factor by grouping. The greatest common factor here is 2x, so we get x plus 1. The greatest common factor here is negative 3, so we get x plus 1. So our final answer is 2x minus 3 times x plus 1. And you can check your answers if you want to. Okay, please reach out if you need help.